know we're super tight today. Awesome show, awesome talk. We're off camera right now, so just as a heads up, right? We got a full house, and be thoughtful about that, about talking to neighbors and all that stuff, so be very, very quiet. Rappers, we're all eating food, trying to be quiet. Second thing is, double check your cell phone. Please pull it out, look at it, make sure it's on silent and off. And then we'll get rocking and rolling. Mr. Stever's going to do an introduction, so we'll hit the cameras, and then we'll do Mr. Stever, and then off we go. You guys good?
You're already on.
What up, Mom? Hey, I love you.
Okay. Without further ado, Mr. Stever.
Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to our second Idea Talk of the school year. If you remember, my name is Paul Stever. I delivered the last Idea Talk. And per our ritual, the last presenter introduces the new presenters. Our theme last year and this year has been about humanity. And considering those ways, considering the things that make us who we are, that make us human. And today's lecture is about laughter and what makes us laugh. And in these literal and perhaps figurative dark times, the sun still sets early. It's dark early. It's cold. Perhaps the world order is a little dark. It's nice. It's nice to laugh, and I'd like to introduce Kyle Letzum from the class of 2016, and Willamette senior Jesse Gerlach. To explore that question of why do we laugh? Without further ado.
Steven, is that you? Hey, buddy. I can see you want to be left alone, so I'll just get you here. All right, Alex, what happened? My girlfriend, she just broke my heart. Again. She said I was a worthless piece of shit.
She has a point.
That's not helping. My heart feels like a subatomic particle, 90% empty and floating in and out of existence.
This is why you're single.
I know. I am a single proton right now, like hydrogen. I'm no better than the element hydrogen. No wonder I have such a hard time bonding.
All right, tell the speed machine what went down.
Well, I went today to the location where one can normally purchase caffeinated beverages.
Coffee shop?
Yeah, and right as I entered the premises to get the usual poison, the flash espresso, I saw her inside with another Y chromosome. They were just chatting, having a grand old time, so I went in to formally address her with the greeting. But right as I went to engage her in conversation, I saw them strongly palpate their vermilion regions. And then she just briefly connected optical focus with me, which made me at a total loss of words despite my original desire to converse with her. She just shrugged dismissively and went right back to engaging in social stimulation with him again. This is the third occurrence of her betraying my heart and my trust by interacting with another romantic unit.
Right, so, in other words, she cheated on you.
Yeah. And then when I saw her at the education facility.
The school!
Yeah, and once again, she had to initiate the conversation because I couldn't even think straight after that incident with the acetylcholine and adrenaline enhancements.
We get it, the dude, the man who was stealing your girl. Why don't you just cut the smart crap and tell me what happened?
She called me a loser. A good-for-nothing, incompetent loser. And you know what, Steven? She was right. That's the worst part. And now, I'm empty. Of love, of pain, sorrow. I'm nothing, man.
No, man. You're much more than that. Don't let a couple bad relationships dictate who you are as a person. I'm sure you'll find someone.
See, that's the thing. I don't think I will. Not if I keep blowing it. See, this is just something you just wouldn't understand. What with you bringing home a girl every single night? Well, I can help you. I don't want your help. So that wasn't very funny.
No.
Breakups are just not very funny. In fact, how many of you out there have experienced something like this before?
Maybe this is actually how comedy originated, with just two guys sitting and having a boring conversation.
Kyle, that was how Google got started, actually.
We had to be going somewhere with this. What was it? One guy going through a breakup and crying like an idiot?
No, that was MySpace. Actually, performance comedy originated in ancient Greece with tragedy performances.
Or so we may think. Tragedy evolved in stages we can trace, whereas comedy sort of went unnoticed for the longest time. A Greek comic playwright, one of the first, of the name Aristophanes, he played and played and played with the idea of comedy and failed many times, just like my friend Jesse over here.
Why did it fail?
Well, you see, comedies at the time were not taken seriously, so tragedies were often preferred. One at the time would either write comedies or tragedies, not both. This distinction came from a Greek philosopher of the name Aristotle, who viewed tragedies as an imitation of men who were better than average, and comedies as an imitation of men who are, well, worse than average. It wasn't until long after when Greek tragedies and comedies coalesced to form the foundation upon which all modern-day theater is based. But after that, comedy rose in popularity.
What kind of popularity?
Well, you know, like Willamette IB program, right?
Right?
Not like that.
Nerds.
Jesse?
Yeah.
You're in the IB program. Nerd.
So, after the Greeks had their time in the limelight, medieval comedy then rose to its full vigor. Despite some of the religious establishment's attempts to minimizing comedy, it thrived in local festivals and ceremonies. It included, but was by no means limited to, things such as music, dramatic storytelling, acrobatics, Hogwarts, and more.
Jesse, you're 3/4 correct there, buddy. It included magic, not Harry Potter.
But it did include some fantastic beasts.
No! They couldn't figure out where to find them.
Speaking of dudes in oddly fitting robes, let's talk about the Renaissance.
All right, so the Renaissance. Here we find a big development in technology and artwork, exploration and trading, beautiful music, and Shakespeare. To be or not to be? That is the question.
Kyle?
What a funny man Shakespeare was.
Kyle, that play was not a comedy. Hamlet was seriously contemplating ending his life, man.
Oh.
Comedies that arose in the Renaissance were plays with happy endings, like Much Ado About Nothing and All's Well That Ends Well.
Right, the fellow.
Bro, no. Anyway, after the Renaissance came the melodramatic comedies in France. They used exaggerated emotions, extraneous costumes, and stock characters who fought for good and evil. Kyle, you okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I love stocky characters.
Kyle, it's stock. Kyle, it's stock characters, not stocky characters.
So then circus comedy.
Circus comedy.
Although it seems like they were trying to bring this period of comedy back, what with all the clown sightings we've been seeing lately. Just a lot less funny. The circus seeks to entertain audiences with wows. However, the clown doesn't really get that response from the audience because they don't really do anything impressive. Instead, they fail at trying to be impressive, which is that fail factor that we kind of find funny.
Yeah, kind of like the clown nose, like the
Like the... It's the flower with the water shooting out?
No, it's not. We are not going over that type of comedy con.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, me too. So, moving on. Next came cinematic comedy, or modern day comedy, which can be considered one of the oldest and most popular. This is when a famous comedian, Charlie Chaplin, was first introduced. Cinematic comedy used a lot of slapstick humor, but other things, such as death-defying stunts, water soakings, not like Kyle, and wild chase scenes with trains and cars.
All right, so what makes a good comedian?
You have to make fun of Jesse.
No. Well, yes. But there are many elements to a good comedian other than making fun of Jesse, such as knowing their audience, they have great chemistry with their fellow actors and actresses, they're quick on their...
But most importantly is their comedic timing and delivery.
Cute.
These all play a vital role in all types of comedy, such as parody, farce, satire, and more.
All right, so now that we know what makes a successful comedian, how are we supposed to make that satire tragedy scene we started out with funnier?
Easy. Our scene was just viewed too closely, with too much depth.
What?
As Charlie Chaplin once said, life is a tragedy when seen in the close-up, but a comedy in the long shot.
So what you're saying is we need to rewind our scene a little bit, continue from where we left off, and see what that may look like?
I think so.
Oh man, you're much more than that. Don't let a couple bad relationships dictate who you are as a person. I'm sure you'll find someone.
See, that's the thing. I don't think I will, not if I keep blowing it. See, this is just something you wouldn't understand. Well, you bringing home a girl every single night. Well, I can help you. I don't want your help. I want a committed relationship, not bonding like carbon at every opening possible.
I can help you. I can get you back out there and on your feet again, but not if you're gonna talk like that.
Just being myself.
Exactly, stop being yourself. Let's try some role play.
Whoa there, partner. Kind of jumping the gun kind of quickly, aren't you? You're gonna have to buy me dinner first.
Oh, come on, that was funny with like the... That'll give me the ladies. Okay, fine. What do you have in mind?
Okay, so get this. I'll be a girl.
Oh, wait, like a pretty girl? Because I can't talk to pretty girls.
Okay, no, I'm still going to look like me. I'm just going to act like
Okay,
a girl.
good,
and then
because you are not a pretty girl.
Okay, never mind about the pretty part.
I just don't know what I would say. I've never actually, talked with a girl before.
You're kidding.
No. She called me a loser, remember?
I knew you were a loser. I just didn't think it was this bad.
Just don't renounce your friendship with me, okay?
Yeah, don't tempt me.
Okay.
Now, I'll be over here as a girl who looks like me. All you have to do is come up and talk to me.
But I don't know what I would say,
It's easy. Just talk about her. Girls love to talk about themselves and junk like that. And you, be yourself.
Okay.
But just a little more confident. A little more manly. Not like that.
C19H28O2, here we go.
Okay, why?
It's the chemical formula for testosterone. Let's do this.
Okay, let's, how about, I don't know, try being a little less you?
Be like Steve. Be like Steve. Be boring, okay? Hi.
Hey there. What's your name?
Alex. What do I say next?
Don't! Just say she's pretty or something, okay?
So you want me to tell you that you're pretty?
Yes!
So you want me to lie?
Once again, never mind about the pretty part.
Well, you are pretty.
Yeah. And?
As pretty as my mother.
No!
No!
Yeah, but you don't bring your mother into this any conversation that involves a woman you just met.
Sorry, I just got nervous. Can we try it again?
I suppose, but this time just don't think, just do, okay? Just do.
Does this feel bad? It does. Hi. You look like one of Van Gogh's paintings. Underappreciated yet amazingly beautiful.
Hey, not bad for a nerdy guy.
I mean, you don't look like Van Gogh, though. You look very young, definitely younger than my mom.
Yeah, you know what you did.
Yeah.
Here, let's try some small talk. That'd be hard to mess that up, but you have ways of surprising me, don't you? So, what do you do for a living?
I work for the IRS as an accountant.
Oh. Wow. Does that mean if I sleep with you that I don't have to pay my taxes?
No, I wouldn't. That's illegal. I would have you arrested.
Threatening to arrest someone on a first date? Not a good move.
I would. It's illegal. And you know what? This whole thing was your idea. I should be calling the cops on you. This is stupid.
You're stupid. Give me that. You're unbelievable. You can't talk to girls. You can't even be around girls. You smell bad. That's it. I give up. There's no hope for you.
Should I be the girl?
All right, so that was funnier. But why?
So let's review what makes a good comedian. It's knowing their audience. They're quick on their feet. They have amazing chemistry with the fellow actors and actresses. Their comedic timing, and most importantly, their delivery.
All right, so their delivery. Did you guys notice that compared to our first scene, our second scene, our delivery completely changed with our facial expressions, our vocal intonation, and even body language?
And with our comedic timing, we intentionally added pauses to our syntax or dialogue for an increased effect from our audience.
Exactly. Knowing the audience is very important. It's simple. Laughter spurs comedians on. If you guys didn't laugh at our jokes, we as comedians would become, well, discouraged. Our performance would drag from there, and you guys as an audience would not be very entertained.
Which I'm very sure you're used to with Kyle's jokes.
I have my good days and my bad days.
Just like your mama.
Just shut up.
Not funny?
Not funny. So, in the comedic portion of our skit, we included a number of comedic elements that are found in performance comedy.
Such as satire, which is to take a man of medium build and girth, with an obvious deprivation in his chromosomic regions, and deconstruct him down to the subatomic particle until he is literally and figuratively nothing more than a carbonic mass with more elasticity than Plato. Void of meaning, recognizability, and desired only by those who the title of infancy would be a compliment.
That's satire?
No, that's you. But satire, more specifically, is to take a situation that is on the surface real, but underneath actually a social commentary on that situation.
Yeah, well, we also incorporated something I'm a little more comfortable with. Farts.
It's farce.
Farce.
And farce, similar to satire, takes a situation and makes fun of it through making the scenario totally improbable and ridiculous. Kind of like when my friend Kyle over here assumed the position of a, well, not so pretty girl.
Well, we also included comedy of character in our scene, like through how ridiculous.
Okay, I know I'm not that funny. I need to rub it in my face again.
No. Well, yes, I do. But it's through what you did with your character. As comedy of character is when a scene involves more absurdities and eccentricities through character development rather than actual plot.
So then we were making fun of you.
Okay, so why do we laugh? Well, why do you laugh? You guys are all probably wondering how this relates to you. The answer is...
Okay, really? I leave this man for like 5 minutes with it. Change it. Thank you. Much better.
I like the other better.
Just like your mama.
The answer, in truth, is different for everyone. People look for comedy in a number of ways, whether it's to cope with a difficult situation, to escape their current reality when they can't see clearly in their lives, or even when they're just looking for meaning.
Yeah, comedy came to me as a means of not only discovering who I was, but also who I could be. While my acting career didn't necessarily start with comedy, it did start with dramatic storytelling, in which I attempted to evoke the feelings of the heart. Naturally, comedy was a perfect way of not only evoking the feelings of the heart, but also playing with the mind. And as time continued, I realized that there was so much joy in life and laughter to be had. Definitely in comedy, but subsequently in life itself. And you, my friend?
Oh, okay. Yeah, life is too serious. I mean, life isn't really funny. It's just what we make of it that is. Yeah. I mean, sure, there are funny situations that come up in life, but ultimately, you guys are the real comedians here. Back to what Chaplin said, looking at anything too narrow-mindedly can be depressing at times. It's when we can look beyond that. That's when we'll bring hope and ideally laughter to life once again. You see, comedy came to me as sort of a way of just getting by, while expressing myself in a way that evokes laughter from others. Honestly, that's the most satisfying and meaningful thing I do with my life.
Feels pretty good. Some of you may still be wondering, how does comedy apply to you? The answer is simple. People since the dawn of time have been encountering struggles that have seemed totally impossible to overcome.
Like with Aristotle in ancient Greece in the theater setting, audiences realized over time that one cannot truly have tragedy without comedy. So the whole idea of comic relief isn't just advised, it's crucial for you guys as an audience.
The same is true today. Comedy is a way that we restore our hope in the future and all that lies before us, the good and the evil. See, comedy reminds us of the times when we are totally carefree and content with our lives, and urges us to hope for that reality again. Therefore, to enjoy comedy is to have hope.
And to have hope is to be human. And to be human is to be funny. Unlike Jesse. Thank you.
I needed to wait for that because I don't want to be included in that. So I I don't deserve it. Very well done. That was entertaining. Like always, ladies and gentlemen, we present the presenters with their poster. It has been signed and will be added to the illustrious wall since the beginning of last year as we do these over and over and we grow in this program. I'd like to thank you guys very much and present that to you. Well done. Another round of applause. Back next time to introduce our next presenter, which hopefully will be sometime before, well, ideally before spring break. So thanks everybody for